I tell you, being retired has its good points and bad points. It gets me thinking. Now, I have a poll on Trucker Steve CDL instructor asking the students, when you get out of CDL school, what do you want to do? Do you want to drive over the road, or are you looking for local work only, local CDL driving? The majority in the poll, they want local driving. But maybe the school didn't tell them. Insurance companies have a big say in this. A lot of local companies will go to the student and say, well, we can't hire you because you have to have at least 1, maybe 2 years of driving experience, and then come back and see us. And for years, I cared less about it. I didn't think too much of it. But I'm kind of wondering, is this really an issue when it comes to the CDL students who a lot of them paid a lot of money to get trained? I'm not saying every CDL student who comes out of school can drive local. But at a CDL school, if you have 20-some students, I'm pretty sure that if the school has good training and they go above and beyond the requirements, there's 7, 8, 10 of them who can drive local with no issue. What you do is, what I always done, I have a rating system. So usually with ratings, if you get a 4, you're ready to be tested. You're proficient in what it takes to pass the test. If I would give the student a 5, that means they can blindside alley dock, they can sight side alley dock, they are complete control. I can take them to a dock when I go out on a regular run. We go to a dock and they can back it into a dock, and their driving is excellent. And I'm very selfish. I don't give too many 5s out. But why should those students get discriminated? Because insurance companies, you can't drive for this company. Is that discrimination? I don't know. I never thought about it that way. I'd like to get your opinion about it. So, you need to go over the road. Now, are they really saying that if you go over the road, well, over the road driving is much easier than local driving? Is that what they really saying? Or is it true? Over the road driving is much easier. I don't know about that. Local driving, I've done both. And I always found local driving is easier than over the road driving. Not everyone can go over the road. That's why most students will quit before 1 year is up. Out they go. They don't know what they're getting into. Being away from the family. It's a lot of stress. The stress in both sides, local and over the road, but it's not, to me, it's not that easier. But maybe the insurance company thinks it's easier. And then you'll say, well, these mega companies are all self-insured. Not the case anymore. Yes, a lot of them, the big mega carriers have a lot of insurance that they provide, but because of nuclear verdicts, that's high verdicts when they have an accident. A lot of these, just about every company has to have additional insurance, private insurance to cover. If they don't have it, they can be put out of business. So years ago, like UPS and some of the mega companies were self-insured completely. And that's not the case anymore because of the nuclear verdicts. As far as I know. Could be wrong, but I don't think I'm wrong. So, what is it? Insurance companies controlling students. the students throughout the United States, quite a few of them, who can go and get a local job. Now, they can get a job as food service delivery. That's local. The UPS drivers, many of them are inexperienced drivers. And so on. There's certain type of jobs that are in high demand. People quit, and there's always openings. And insurance companies don't stop them from bringing in inexperienced drivers. So I'm kind of just wondering about that. Is there something about this that students looking for a job are forced to do something they don't want to do? And maybe I had to word it right. Forced to do something that they are definitely qualified to drive local. They not only proficient in passing a skill, they are proficient at a higher standard because they can control the movement of the trailer. Yes, they need more training. No matter where you go, you're going to get additional training. But they can drive local, but they are prohibited by the insurance companies. I don't know if that's right or if that's right. So let me know what you think. Maybe I'm just full of it. But I thought it's just always on my mind, wondering about it. I'll see if there's anything else down here. But yeah, students can be CDL schools. Even if you graduate, government can give some grants or whatever, or you go to a special program, pay the company or whatever, and they can get that additional training to get to a higher standard of a higher level of a driving training that may put them over the hump. But and be clear once again, I'm not saying every CDL student out of school can drive local. They need to go somewhere where they can get that additional training. But just because you go over the road, how many over-the-road trucking companies are small, whatever, and they go all over the place, and they can hire students right out of school and have a lot of accidents. But insurance companies not stopping those smaller carriers from hiring inexperienced drivers. So something, I just have a feeling something's there. And the mega carriers are just getting fed. They block them from going to local and pushing them in over the road to the mega carriers, where they are held hostage, given bad pay for 1 or 2 years, etc. So just something to think about. What is your opinion on this?